Hello, I'm Lou Anella. I'm the director of the Botanic Garden at OSU, and with me is Andrina Shufran. And Andrina, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Andrina Shufran, and I run the Insect Adventure in the Department of Entomology and Plant Pathology.
So we're really pleased that we have been selected as a finalist for this grant. Thank you very much. So this is Partnering for Impact, Partnering to Impact Nature Trail. And so we would love to be able to connect the Botanic Garden to the insect adventure. We have lots of families that come to both institutions, lots of children that come after school for school field trips, and we would love to be able to get from one institution to the other. And so this can be a self-guided tour. We could do a pamphlet that will lead people through the trail. We can do an online mobile app sort of thing that will lead people through the trail. And so part of the money is for interpretation and teaching students things along the trail, and part of the money is for trail construction. So we thought it'd be great to start here at the Tree Walk Village. This is really, really popular. And then, Andrina, why don't you talk about how you use the prairie?
Sure. The Insect Adventure runs camps and Grandparent University and Boy Scout insect merit badge training and Girl Scout visits. And so one of the best places to go in the summer to collect insects is at that prairie meadow where the kids can get their nets and run around, and we're not destroying anything, and they can really get a feel for all the diversity of bugs around us at the Botanic Garden.
And another thing that the children love to do is walk through the labyrinth. So that can be part of this. We can lead people to the labyrinth. We have the children's garden here that is part of the garden itself. And of course, we have all these trails already in place. The chickens are here on the left, and students love that. Children love that. We have a koi pond in the garden, and children love that. Coming up soon on the left will be a new greenhouse. And the Girl Scouts have donated a hydroponic setup that we'll have in there that we will be able to show to people. So Andrina, do you ever walk through the Arboretum to collect insects with the students?
We do. All sorts of groups come through, and we travel around at the Arboretum, down at the pond, the little pond that's there. And there's lots of diversity of habitats, so that they can see and feel and get involved with all the different kinds of insects that are there. And we're really close now to the boundary between the Botanic Garden and the Insect Adventure. There's just a little part in between that we could really utilize to keep people safe and off of the road as they're going between these two institutions that are actually back to back, but there's a gate.
Yeah, so the problem is that low water bridge on Virginia, if we've had some rain, then there's water across that bridge and it's not safe to walk across. Well, you can't walk across unless you're willing to get soaking wet. And so, it's not safe to have bunches of children walking on the road either. And so this is the key right here. Here is a bridge that goes across Cow Creek. And so it goes by the Arboretum, across the creek, and then around towards the Insect Adventure. I just want to point out too, on this peninsula, on this Oxbow area, there are these old fireplaces that we think are part of a WPA project. And so they're really cool and people love to see them. There is this pond here that was created when they diverted the flow of Cow Creek so that they can control some flooding. This is a flood control project. There are water lilies in here that are really attractive. And Andrina, I'm sure there's lots of insects in there too.
Yeah, there'll be dragonfly naiads, and there will be all sorts of beetles that'll swim around. And as the season progresses through the summer, the neat thing about aquatic habitats is that they change from month to month. And so people can come and visit this trail over and over again, and it's going to be a little different every time they come through.
Great. And so then the trail will go by some agronomy farms, some cornfields and wheat fields. And so it's important to show people and children where their food comes from, so we can always talk about that. And then here is where we need the money for trail construction. Here's the insect adventure up here. There are some fences here, and it's just a jungle between these agronomy fields and the insect adventure. There's lots of poison ivy in here. And so this is where part of the money would be used to do trail construction, to clear that poison ivy out and to make a safe, defined trail to get people from one institution to the other.
I'm excited about this because this is where there's a lot of wildness and trees overhanging and old barns and stuff. And the little students who visit, say, kindergartners and first graders, that jungly area sometimes is new to them. And they are so excited because they feel like they're lost in the woods and they're going on a trip in Africa. And it's so much fun for them to see and experience that where they may not have that opportunity around their home or around their school.
But we have to make it safe. And so that's a big part of what these funds would be used for. And we would greatly appreciate that. And then the students can arrive at the insect adventure itself. And so they've had some exercise, they've been out of doors, they'll get to see some butterfly plants when they get here. And then Andrina, when they get inside or even outside, what will they find?
Sure. The insect adventure is the only live bug petting zoo in the state of Oklahoma. So we have a lot of really large, exciting, exotic insects from all over the world. And this is a place where we do touch things and explore things. We don't say no, we say, well, maybe, and they get a chance to for themselves, really experience it hands-on with entomology.
That's great. And we, of course, have visitors all the time to both the Insect Adventure and the Botanic Garden, but we also do tours and we have camps. And so, Andrina, I know you have quite a few camps that would utilize this trail as well.
Definitely. When we do camps in Grandparent University, one of the things that students ask for over and over again is just to go outside and take the nets and do it again. There's really no end. So with all of those different habitats, and now it's safe, and we're coming right up to the back of both the Botanic Garden and the Insect Adventure, it even makes it even more exciting because it's kind of hidden and it's off the trail. And all of those camps love to go outside and experience the bugs and the greenness and ask questions and have fun.
So we love having the Insect Adventure as our neighbor, but there's just not a good, safe way to get from one to the other. And we would love to be able to create this trail. We thank you for inviting us as finalists to apply for this grant. And we really hope that you can consider funding us. Part of the money, again, will go for creating a trail map, digital on paper, doing interpretation between the two institutions. And then part of the money will go to actually constructing the trail, making it safe, making it well-defined, having wayfinding signs, etc. So thank you so much. Andrina, I'd like to say goodbye.
Goodbye. We just need to get rid of a lot of poison ivy.
So thanks for your help, everyone. We hope to hear back from you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.